xBHP, India's most popular biking community, ties up with Bajaj Dominar, India's most popular sports tourer, to push the boundaries of long-distance touring. This is the xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey. Together with 11 passionate flag bearers of motorcycle touring, they venture across 11 countries, covering 15,000 kilometers in 90 days, with two riders staying constant throughout, Sandeep Gajjar and Sunil Gupta, and a new rider joining them on each new leg. This episode begins in the capital of Cambodia, Phnom Penh, where the riders got a chance to visit some famous sites and enrich themselves with the local history.
Legend has it that a lady called Pain found a few statues of Lord Buddha in Mekong River and she kept them on this hill. And the villagers around it made a shrine. Slowly and steadily it became the holiest place in this area.
After an exciting meet with the local bikers, it was time to say goodbye to Manan as a new rider, Kalyani Potekar, was to join in. But unfortunately, both Sunny and Sunil couldn't welcome her together.
Morning, there's a slight change in plan. I am going alone towards Amri. Sunny and Kalyani will come tomorrow. Wow, such a big temple. This is a monastery. When I entered this, one priest started talking to me and he told me that there's an island behind the temple that we could take our bikes. This is going to be something crazy. We'll definitely check it out. Oh damn, this is a bit tricky. I am going to take this ferry ride to the island. I wanted to take a ferry ride. Put my bike on the boat because I've never done that.
As Sunil enjoyed the ferry ride back in Phnom Penh, Sunny and Kalyani did a bit of exploring.
We are right now going to the Bajaj service center, getting the bike pampered and serviced a little bit. Well, I've never visited Bajaj showroom like this in India.
Finally, I get to do this, which I could not be in Delhi, in India for so many years. I finally am in the rider seat. Look at this. Look at this view. Which says Bajaj. And this is iconic.
After being thrilled to see the dominance of Bajaj in such a faraway land, the riders headed north towards a key landmark.
Good morning. We are in Siem Reap right now, running toward the world-famous Angkor Wat temple to catch the sunrise.
Soon, the other riders joined in.
We have reached Angkor Wat in Cambodia. It is supposed to be the world's biggest religious structure. So I've seen a lot of photos and videos about this, but coming on a motorcycle all the way from Delhi is another thing.
So now we are entering the famous Angkor Wat temple and a UNESCO World Heritage Site as well. Look at this. Every single centimeter of this temple is telling a story. You see all these beautiful carvings. I think this wall tells the battle of a war. Probably Ramayana or Mahabharata. So I am entering the Bayon temple. This temple is a masterpiece in itself.
Spread across over 400 acres, the entire temple was impossible to be covered in a day.
Here at Angkor Wat temple, drinking this palm juice right under this palm tree. Yes. Sure.
After capturing memories of the historical temple, the riders planned the route back into Thailand.
Life-size Hulk. He just found his match. So now we are going to Bangkok, still 250 kilometers to go.
Soon, the riders closed in on the border town.
Bye-bye, Cambodia. It was great to be with you for a very short duration. This is the border town of Soi Pat.
On my right, I can see a building which says departure.
This is the immigration office. You have to get your passport stamped from here and then move ahead.
We are entering Thailand. Super excited.
We are moving from right-hand side to left-hand side. So we are entering into Kingdom of Thailand once again. And it's good to be back.
Cruising on the smooth tarmac, the riders headed straight to the capital, Bangkok.
Amazing feeling. Riding a bike from Delhi, this is unbeatable. It's got one of the world's best airports, but I still have entered Bangkok by road.
The riders spent the next few days trying to cramp up the entire experience of the city in their limited time there.
We have 2 days here in Bangkok and we are trying to find different flavors of the city. This is Chinatown.
One very interesting incident happened today. Me and Kalyani, we were sitting in this temple. A priest came. He asked us, where are we from? He was very surprised to know that we rode motorcycle from India to Thailand. Came back sometime later. 2 big apples and 2 tetra packs of juice. He had that divine smile on his face. Beautiful incident that I will remember for the rest of my life for sure.
That's what journeys do. They have the power to change you. However, it was nearing the end of Kalyani's journey on this great Asian odyssey.
Kalyani joined us in Cambodia and she rode with us till Bangkok.
This was my dream to go on an international ride, and it just came true. The riding experience has been amazing. The performance has been amazing. It's already 12,000 plus kilometers. It was doing fantastic. There was not a single problem in the bike.
From Bangkok, the riders ventured off towards the Malay Peninsula with the addition of Shahnawaz Kareem. The butter-smooth roads were a treat for the riders. Miles after miles of smooth tarmac. Even these last few kilometers of Thailand offered the riders some jaw-dropping backdrops. Soon, the riders entered their 9th country, Malaysia, and wasted no time to visit their first stop in the country.
We are in Malaysia. This bridge takes us to Penang. Very beautiful approach.
On the other side, they were in for a surprise.
So I am in Penang right now. There are a few riders who have come to meet us.
Let me show you the way they have decked up their Dominars. I mean, pretty much they've got all the accessories. You will find all the colors. What do you like best in the Dominar?
What I like best Dominar is the toughness of the motorcycle. It can handle many different situations, road condition and everything. It's a fuel economy safe, and it has a good torque for you to climb up the mountain. It's a good bike and a very affordable price in Malaysia.
So we are actually going to a dam right now in Penang. All these wonderful bikers, they have been accompanying me.
Malaysia offered the riders an array of sights and adventures.
This is beautiful. Look at the size of this.
And before long, it was time for a new rider to join.
Today I'm finishing my xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey at Penang, Malaysia. I'm slightly sad, and now I am handing over the baton, which is the key to the next rider, which is Pratiksha Das.
Hi, this is Pratiksha Das and I'm the rider number 10. I'll be riding from Penang, Malaysia all the way towards Singapore.
Riding from Penang to Kuala Lumpur, they took a green detour to treat themselves to some beautiful twisty roads.
Islands, we are going there. They have got tea estates, lavender fields, strawberry farms, vegetable farms, beautiful roads. Look at these turns, brilliant.
After bending on the curves and cruising through tunnels, the riders finally reached the highlands.
Cameron Highlands, which probably means welcome. This is what I'm talking about. Finally, tea gardens all over.
We are here at Cameron Highland. I was part of 2016 and 17 racing championship. These beautiful curves made me remind of my racing days. I really enjoyed the curves and I'm really surprised with the bike.
Refreshed after the therapeutic experience, the riders wasted no time to head to the capital, Kuala Lumpur. The cruising extended into the night when finally they saw the high-rise.
Magnificent twin towers of Kuala Lumpur. Look at this, man. Wow. Such a beautiful building.
As the riders planned a stopover in Kuala Lumpur, they were also joined by a new rider.
We are here in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia with Gear Up With You. He was just joined the team today. This is first riding day and Lord Indra is showering his blessings on us.
It being 25th December, the city was celebrating. The riders didn't let the opportunity go.
Today is Christmas also. So here is Santa. What can you give us?
प्यार दे सकता हूँ बस.
Who says mountain of concretes, they cannot be beautiful? These are magnificent.
The riders also shared their experiences with the local riders.
I rode a smaller bike after 9 years. I was very surprised. Initially, I was not eager. I was not motivated. But then I discovered that I could have as much as fun on this bike. This was much better, in my opinion, with all the luggage. I feel it is a very, very good bike.
Now I am leaving for the 10th country on the right and the last country on the Southeast Asia mainland.
On the way, they stopped briefly at a site which was on the list of every motorsport fan.
So guys, finally the Sepang F1 circuit in front of us, and this is a great momentous occasion here on the Odyssey.
After paying homage to the F1 circuit, the riders made their way to the Lion City. This was a historic occasion for the Odyssey.
I stand here in Singapore. After this, there is no land, it's just the sea.
As the moment slowly sunk in, the riders ventured around the city with a local help.
Ahead of me is a gentleman called Is Hardy, and he'll be taking us around Singapore. So he has volunteered to do that. I can smell chicken curry in the air. That's what we were looking for. In front of us, none other than Rajnikant. We've never seen such an open-air museum before. 14,000 kilometers plus one road from Delhi till Singapore. ये आखिरी 2 किलोमीटर बाकी है before we have to leave the bike at the warehouse where it will be shipped from to Colombo.
Soon it was time for the riders to take a momentary leave of their machines. As the bikes were shipped across, the riders flew to their next and final country, Sri Lanka.
Finally, after 14 days in the ship, the bike had arrived in Colombo.
While the 3 Dominars made a welcoming entry, it was time to bid farewell to Pratiksha. A new rider would be joining the fold. Sherry Vlogs.
Good morning from Sri Lanka, Colombo. This is the day 1 of our ride. We've been here in Colombo for the last 2-3 days, getting the bike out of the customs, getting the paperwork done. Process here is very thorough. Then after the visual inspection is done, he will give us this certificate of visual inspection. We go there to get the pollution done.
So now the pollution test has been done and we are going to the Revenue Secretariat.
Exploring Colombo in pursuit of one last piece of paper before we are 100% free to ride in Sri Lanka. And that piece of paper is revenue certificate. So finally, we have all the documents.
We're going to a place called Katpatia, which is on the beach in a narrow strip of land.
But first, they had to find a way to beat the traffic of the city.
Look at Google Maps, absolutely red almost everywhere.
But Colombo managed to keep the riders entertained.
Ahead of me, that is a Lotus Tower. I think this is 350 meters tall, and this is the longest, highest self-supported structure in Southeast Asia. Hello, young man. I really thought this was a guy standing on the red light. We've got some nice graphics on the back of buses here.
So finally we have got little respite from traffic, and here is a little taste of what holds for us in Sri Lanka.
With open roads came open throttles. the riders were racing to their first iconic destination, Kalpitiya Beach. From Kalpitiya, the riders made their way to central Sri Lanka.
Good morning. So we are in a place called Anuradhapura. But before we visit the heritage city, we are going to this place called Mehintale, which is said to be the birthplace of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. The traffic in this part of the country is much more relaxed than what it was in and around Colombo. So this is Mehintale. This is a nice little tourist spot. It's an archaeological site, important from Buddhist religion point of view. We are climbing this small mountain and look at this, it's so beautiful.
In Anuradhapura, the riders visited several holy sites and the archaeological museum. But what the riders were looking forward to the most was the smallest land border in the world, Talai Manar.
This is one of the most important days of this odyssey. We are reaching a point which is a lot of historical and geographical significance. This road leads to that point.
So we are told that on a clear day, you can actually see Dhanushkodi from here. But it's very cloudy today. We might not be able to see it. Talai Manar is this narrow one. It's broken. It has many potholes.
So now the road has been converted into a gravel road, not gravel, sand. 800 meters from here is the end of land. So have to be a little careful. My God, look at that. Look at this. This is it. This is the end. If you see this, we are here.
From the shallow coasts of Sri Lanka, the riders made their way to Sri Lanka's highlands, only stopping to admire Sri Lankan culture along the way.
So this mountain on our right is the place where we need to go. These 5 caves have paintings, statues depicting the life of Gautam Buddha. We are climbing towards the rock temple now, and there are a lot of stairs, and I don't really like the stairs, man. So finally we have reached the rock temple after climbing a few hundred steps. It's worth all the effort.
But Sri Lanka had much better views in store for the riders.
So the penultimate day of the Odyssey, we're going towards a hill station called Nuwara Ella. Still can't believe it's going to be over in a day. So many memories that will last lifetime. So exiting Kandy now into the mountains to Nuwara Ella. We've got some amazing weather today.
Such a beautiful road. It's like a green tunnel. You can already see these lush green tea estates. Good tarmac, nice and clean road.
Soon the riders entered the scenic tea estate.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I can smell tea. This is a 4th tea estate that we have found in the Odyssey.
This was not all. As the riders rode on top of the mountain, they were welcomed by a surprise.
So I just got a call from Sunil that he can see the sunset and the rainbow together. That would be beyond awesome if that happens.
The riders at once headed to the top. Once there, they were mesmerized by the sky.
Look at this beautiful sunset. Behind our back, there is one rainbow.
The sun is making everything golden. What a beautiful sunset on the penultimate day of the Odyssey.
Sri Lanka indeed offered a great way to end the Odyssey, with beautiful roads, beautiful views and exciting weather.
Day of the ride, xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey. The ride begins. Here we go.
With heavy hearts, the riders returned to the capital city, Colombo.
We have a meet with the bikers in Colombo, and after that we'll be giving the bikes back for shipping to India. So this is the last and final day of the xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey. The ride will be over today.
As they got closer to the city, they started counting down the last kilometers.
Final few twisties in the xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey, and we have Sunny at the front, Cherry Vlogs in the middle, Sunil Gupta, yours truly at the tail.
So less than 50 kilometers from Colombo. I have no words to describe that, how privileged I was to be able to do this Odyssey.
So final 1.5 kilometers on the xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey. This Dominar has done a great job in the last 15,000 kilometers and the last 3 months. It has taken so much weight tolerated all kinds of roads, all kinds of riding conditions. Hats off to you, Bajaj, for making such a wonderful motorcycle. This is truly a global product from India.
As the riders entered the last city of the Odyssey, they were welcomed by the riding community. The final biker meet in Colombo is where the road ends for this Odyssey. But with the end of this adventure, we hope to spark off many more.
So after riding through 11 countries, 15,000 kilometers in 90 days, the xBHP Dominar Great Asian Odyssey is coming to an end. And we are saying goodbye to our bikes here in Sri Lanka. One last time, want to say bye-bye.